Usually my first pick is Aurelia, but they picked Aurelia jungle in the enemy team, so I went to my secondary pick, which is Jayce.
Okay. So I'm with Dream. We're going to be going over a replay and trying to make him better. I've already spoken with him about this. So one of his goals is improving lane phase, what to do out of lane phase, and how to come up with more creative ways to like carry a game from outside of lane phase.
Yeah, that's good.
And the first thing that I said going into this was definitely leave base sooner. Position yourself, now that you can see my screen, position yourself somewhere here.
Okay.
I prefer to be in this area. The reason why is you want to know if anything cheesy's going on, especially in solo queue. People love to like come into blue and come into wolves and steal shit. You never really know for sure. And with, let's see, you got 2 smites. It's definitely possible that someone gets positioned in a weird spot. Like, just imagine how gross it's going to be if Shen is right here doing your wolves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of stuff that can happen if you're not, if you don't leave right away. Because I can assure you that if I take smite top, I will do stuff like that. Like, I will go into the jungle and see if people are asleep.
Okay.
So I think it's a very important habit to get into. That's why I say, unless you're invading. If you're invading, that's one thing. But if you're not invading, you'll notice that when I play on my stream, I always go right out into the river.
Okay.
All right, so you've taken teleport, which is the safer route.
Yeah.
But you can still obviously win the lane without an ignite. So far, I don't see any big issues. I'm looking at Shen's items. Actually, okay, here's something right away. Every time you come into lane check items, if someone tries to cut corners, you have to take advantage of it. Now, it actually doesn't happen often that people try to cut corners with their builds, but I do think that Shen's kind of cutting a corner by taking the ruby crystal right away. Like,
Okay.
I think that he's sacrificing a lot of sustain, and that you should be trying to poke him in a little bit. Because I think that since you have the Doran's Blade start, I think you'll lifesteal enough, and I think you'll whittle him down faster than he wants to be whittled down.
I think I started realizing that about here, where I start trading auto attacks.
Yeah, because like that's one of the first things I look at. Is I like to look at items and see what I'm up against. And if I saw like a Doran shield, I'd probably go, meh, I'm just gonna farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm not going to waste mana. But when I see him build like that, I kind of want to see if I can't kill him or get him to back or waste teleport, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's just like the first thing that I noticed right away. Because like right there, I think you should be autoing him because you've got the wave is pushing, so he can't really aggress you. So I think you should be autoing him a bit more and then playing the brush. Again, it goes back to the fact that he has Ruby Crystal that I would be just up, like I would just be up his ass, to be honest.
All right.
Just because I definitely want to see where I stand when he takes that build.
Okay.
I don't want to let him get away with running that build flat because it's going to let him get to items a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things you have to take advantage of.
I actually got really fortunate in this game. Aatrox wanted to camp me. So, I don't think, honestly, I would have won lane phase, because I'm really bad at playing against tanks.
Oh, yeah, it's... See, I can just see the way that you're positioning, that you're very, very shy in trading. I'm pretty much always going to just go forward. Like, right now, I'm pretty much always going to step forward, auto, and I'm going to use the brush. And it's not just the fact that you're going to try to kill them, it's the fact that you're kind of setting a tone, too. It's like a psychological thing. When you start playing at somebody aggressively, if they're not used to it, they're going to make mistakes. And the only way that you're going to know how to push your limits is by really challenging people. And this, I don't encourage people challenging, like, always, right away. But in a spot where he goes the build that he has, and he's running no flash, you notice he doesn't have a flash, I'm pretty much going to be just glued to him auto, because the only aggression you're ever going to have to worry about is a taunt. That's it. That's the only thing you have to worry about. And once you drop the ward here at Tribrush, which you should be doing at some point soon, like, he can't aggress you with anything other than a taunt. He's never going to catch you off guard, because the worst thing you have to worry about is, like, you being in range for a taunt. Which, in all reality, with waves this big, like, even a taunt isn't going to be the death to you. There's no ignite on the other team. It's Aurelia jungle. Aurelia jungle isn't that strong in general. So, like, yeah, you should definitely be just, like, up this guy's ass the whole time.
Okay.
Like, anytime your mana bar gets near full, you should be like, Q, put your W on, pop him a few times. Just constantly, like, poke him down, whittle him down as best you can. That would have been a great spot right there.
Yeah, taking the minions.
Yeah, this is a great spot to just go in. And, yeah, you don't know where the jungler is. Sure, you know. But you do know that the Shen doesn't have flash.
Yeah.
So, worst case scenario, you're going to flash away, and Shen's going to be out of position, and Aurelia's just going to smack you a couple times with red buff. That's, like, the worst case scenario that you're going to have to deal with. You shouldn't be dying right away to that. And plus, Shen is pretty low. He can't just face tank you completely.
Yeah, around here, I was thinking about ways that I can kill him.
Yeah, it really does. It's one of your biggest weaknesses so far from watching this gameplay is that I don't think you're autoing enough.
Okay.
I feel like you've missed like tons of autos so far. And remember, when you drop into the brush, every time you auto, your all you have to do is auto and hit the brush, and then that drops minion aggro.
Yeah, yeah.
So just every time you're near the brush, and every time he's in the wave, I mean, you have to be... Just picture when you're in these scenarios, picture me just over your shoulder, like, auto. Like, fucking auto this guy. Auto. Like I said, unless he has, like, you know, flash, teleport, he's running, like, door and shield, and you just want to kind of concede and go, I'm just going to farm.
Yeah.
You know, that's something different. But this type of spot where he's got this weird teleport smite shit and fucking ruby crystal, like, dude, just, like, lay into him nonstop. I think I've harped on that point enough. I think it's fine to not burn out all your mana now that your mana's kind of low. But even still, I do want you continuous autos. Like, autoing there is fine. Because you can always drop aggro by going back into the brush. And since your health is so high, I would start amping up the aggression. Okay. Another thing, your ward placement, I would much rather prefer it in try.
Okay.
The reason why, at this stage of the game, red buff's normally pretty much gone, or it's going to be gone. Most of the time. I guess this guy got his a little late. But I would most people aren't going to be running up river. It's kind of a rare occurrence. Plus, there's a chance your mid's going to ward there too, sometimes, and you're going to know. Most junglers simply just go, I'm going over try. The only time that you can get away, that you can make an argument for me as to why you would ward here, is if you're facing someone who might just gap close over this wall.
Okay.
Because this route of going down and all the way around is just so unlikely. If a guy at a lower elo is going to gank you from red, they literally just come from try.
Okay.
I know it sounds like, you know, exploitable and that they can adapt to that, but most players are not ever thinking that deep in this game. Like I said, the only time it would be like Jarvan, maybe Lee Sin, maybe Shaco, you know, shit like that you think that they might have a capacity to make a weird route. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, I like try. The other reason is that opens up the aggression that we were talking about. So, you want to be up this guy's ass and just fucking harass the shit out of him. And I'm on board with that. But if you don't ward here and then you do that and you're like right here, like I tend to be sometimes on stream, I like to be just like right here, like in front of the fucking turret. If you don't have that vision there, they kill you like every time. So that's kind of the risk that you run, is that you have to have vision in order to do that, and that's the best spot for vision. Because, like I said, and you'll know, if you start amping up your aggression in your games, like, if you don't have this warded, you'll see it time and time again. The simplest jungler will literally walk out and just kill you. Like, Pantheon will literally walk just like this and just hit you here, and it's like, oh, well, that was stupid. Like, I literally can't escape that. So just something to think about with the ward position.
Okay. I'm letting him push here, and I want to freeze it right in front of my tower so I can go complete aggro on him.
Okay. Okay. Well, I like the idea of freezing it, because basically you put him in a weird spot, and I mean, like I said, he doesn't have much sustain. Here's the other thing: is the other side of this is once you've poked him down enough, he's going to have to use that health pot, and then he's going to be just dead money. You're just going to slowly whittle him down, because you notice he really doesn't sustain that fast. That's fine. I don't mind that trade. I think it's a little strange that you decided to go in there and not any other point in the lane. I feel like there was many other times up here where you could have done that. But I mean, it's cool to see you like livening up a little bit. But I think that one might be ill-advised just because there are so many minions up there in the front.
Yeah.
But times where I wouldn't advise going like nuts on trading is when they start like cloth 5 and shit like that. Like I don't think that you're gonna kill like Shen top very frequently early on. Once you get items, yes, you could definitely start fucking with them and trying to kill. So here comes this gank. Let's see how you play this. Actually, I'm gonna slow this down. All right, so you jump in, you engage in. You run behind him. I'm hoping you're gonna smack him into the wall.
Yep.
And there you go. That's pretty textbook. And he doesn't have a flash, so Aatrox should just combo jump in, and then that's it. So that's where your freeze paid off. Because without the freeze, you know, he's never gonna get caught there. So that's all well and good. This is good. Here, I don't really know if I would be bothering autoing the turret right away.
Aatrox pinged it, and I decided to listen to him for whatever.
Yeah, well, this is for not only you, but YouTube viewers as well, is fuck your team in solo queue environment. Like, obviously work with them if it makes sense. Don't just, like, kill them off or something randomly. But what I'm going to say is you need to back right away because you need to get in lane right away. You're not going to take this turret down flat, and there's going to be a point where you just take it down anyways, and it's going to be negligible that you guys hit that turret that many times. It doesn't. I know people like the commentators, like LCS, like, oh, he's going to put a couple shots on the turret, blah, blah, blah. Like, that doesn't really matter in the top lane environment right away, especially in solo queue. What I like to do is I like to just back right away. We got the kill, we push the turret, get the fuck out. Like, that's it. If he wants to smack the turret a couple times, good for him, dude. Like, he can smack the turret all he wants. But you want to back and get your items and get back in the lane right away.
Yeah, we get punished for that later, for doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, and it seems weird because, yeah, you want to get the objectives, but it's almost like, it's almost counterintuitive because you know that Shen's going to have to teleport top. And I noticed you teleported. And actually, I'm going to back this up, and hopefully the shit doesn't crash on us by doing this. I'm going to show you. So we go and we kill this Aatrox, or we kill this Shen top. Right? And this is just going to hammer home the concept for you and for the viewers. So you guys make this funky little dive. Aatrox, you know, tanks the turret a bunch. And here you are. You have this wave pushed. What I would be doing is I would just last hit these minions, go right over into the brush, back, or just back right in front of the turret. I don't give a damn. Back as soon as possible. You would actually get to keep your teleport, and you wouldn't miss a thing.
Okay.
I know we skipped ahead a little bit, but that's the same concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is where we get punished.
Yeah, this is later in the match, but you get my point. Oh yeah, why is he? Oh, he wants to take the turret really bad.
Okay.
Really strange.
And I didn't see Shen ulting here.
Oh yeah.
Later. And then boop, there was a Shen, and I was freaking out.
Yeah. Well, that's my bad that I misread the timing when I rewound, but you get my point. This actually, it kind of reiterates my point, to be honest. Because when as soon as you push in, some players are obsessed with taking the turret right away, and unless you like are playing as like a group of like 5, it actually doesn't benefit you in the way that you think it would. The global gold is great, sure, but it does. And here is what I was saying from earlier. If you had saved your teleport, now you could be defending. If that makes sense, you would have, because earlier when you pushed and hit the turret a couple times, you backed and then teleported forward, and now you could have that teleport. Still off of cooldown. Items. Let's look at your items. This is all fine. This is how I would probably build, so I don't really have a complaint about items right now.
All right.
I'm looking at you missing some last hits.
Yeah.
Just try to manage your range for him a little bit better for last hitting. I normally don't jump in until everything's whittled down.
Okay.
That's just how I approach it. So, just stay ranged until shit's whittled down. So, like, start with the back line, like EQ the fucking wizards, whatever the fuck they're called, and then yeah, you can jump in like now if you want. If you want to switch to, like, melee form. If you want to shove the lane hard, I guess, is what I'm saying. So, we know that Shen walked over Ward. We saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes into mid.
Everyone starts pinging Dragon at this point.
Yeah, this is a cool spot to talk about. So, let's back it up to where you've pushed the lane and you see him departing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's go here. You ward. Okay, you don't see him, but you know he's not in lane.
I know he's probably headed down there because I see the giant group bot lane.
Yeah.
In lane, so I assume he's somewhere along the way.
You can pretty much safely assume that for the most part. I don't know if I would follow.
Okay.
The reason why is your teleport's going to be up in 15 seconds. So, from a timing standpoint, like my knee-jerk reaction here, and plus Alistar's dead, it's 4-on-4. I would much rather like you to go top from here, shove to the turret, attack the turret. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, you don't have to even look up here. You could literally just stare and just be like, should I teleport, should I teleport, should I teleport, as you're pushing top. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Alistar just spawned, so you know he's here in this point of the map, up here. So you know where he's going to be. If you push top, guess what he's going to have to do?
He's going to have to go defend that, yeah.
He's going to have to at least look at it. He might not defend it.
Okay, yeah, that's possible.
So then, down here, when Shen's down here, you can make the judgment call. So now you look at your team, and this is how I would decide whether or not to teleport. Because some people make some really wild teleport decisions. You're going to walk in. But I'm just going to talk about teleporting because I'm going to assume that you went up here and pushed, which is, I think, the correct thing to do. Because there's really no reason not to. You see where your teleport's at? 1 second, right? Mm-hmm. Look where you're standing. Made no difference. You see that?
Yeah.
It makes no difference. You push to the top, now you can teleport in. And then you can fight this. But here's how you decide whether or not you teleport in. So in this gameplay, you're going to be here to fight. Which is all well and good. Which will probably work out for you, actually.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been way more efficient to be showing up with the teleport now. And then all you would have to do, you teleport right here, bud. Look at this.
Okay, yeah, there's a setup right there.
It's perfect. Top's pushed. You would literally walk up to top. You would have attacked the turret a couple times, walked into the brush, teleport right here. Top's now poked down even more. And you've got this awesome flank behind Lucian, who, in my opinion, it's much better to be flanking and closing in on Lucian than to come forward.
Okay.
Because you want that kill. This guy might just fucking die, which means he's bad. The way I see it, he can get away in the spot.
Yeah.
If he plays it well. Which he might not, and we'll analyze. So you jump in, you get your double kill, which is sweet. Right? And then Lucian's kind of like, oh shit, what do I do?
I made a decision to chase him. I missed my cue, but I actually flash after him.
Flash is fine, I guess.
I should have gone to the bomb here, I think.
No. I don't mind it. Maybe? Okay, maybe it's gonna be a bad trade, an awkward trade. Okay. Alright, so it works out. Here's why I probably wouldn't have flashed. And if I flashed, I would have gone for LeBlanc, but I might not have flashed anyways. I might have just kind of walked it in.
Okay.
like walked it into try or whatever. Because once you miss the Q, I feel like the damage is a little thin because you know he's gonna push into turret. And the other thing I'm thinking about the whole time is, yeah, we have Vision of Alistar in the replay, but I actually wouldn't have been too confident that he wasn't like around here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I was in your spot, I feel like I'm gonna look at it again and see how I would react. It's easy for me to say in hindsight, but I kind of know my flow in terms of like what I think. Once I miss the Q there, yeah, I would flash and just jump on LeBlanc's head. Probably.
Okay. Because I think if I did that, I wouldn't have died.
You wouldn't have died. You would have given away like your little spree, your shutdown, and the other point I was gonna make was like I don't even think you needed to flash.
Okay.
Cause like watch how this would have played out. I really do only like flash when it's like a clean kill. I don't really like flashing unless it's like a certain death type of thing. So like here, it's like you see LeBlanc, you have vision of her. If she walks down there, you can literally look. You could Q over with your melee form. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You could literally just like stand here. You have vision. She's walking there. I think she knows too.
Yeah.
Because she like turned around. So I think you could have just saved the flash and like you could have trapped him there, to be honest. And all you have to do to kill LeBlanc there is just even if you don't even want to jump in, you could just turn on your W and pop her 3 times with red buff, and then Graves would Q, and then she's gone. She was also worried about Graves coming over the wall. She didn't know. So those are things. I know it's really tough in those like spots because you get excited when you see kills. But the one thing that I harp on with skill shot champs in general is your flash, the threat of your flash and the threat of your skill shots is just so immense. And like that's why I say like walk it in whenever you can. Like anytime that someone is visibly scared that you're gonna aggress them and you're playing a skill shot champ, just keep trying to like close in more and more and more and more and more until they are like at the turret. Because like the pressure of that skill shot, like they're gonna be like petrified of that.
Okay.
It's something because like I know I've been fucking spamming Tryndamere these past few days, but that's something like when I play like Morgana mid, Jayce, like if I have a skill shot, I'm going to let that person hang themselves. And you could even take it a step further since this is a coaching session and we're being like really anal. I'll show you another example. Your Q, you got really excited. You wanted to Q him right away. Your E, or once you switch to range form, your E is coming up in 4 seconds. So, you know he's dashed, right? You can walk right to the wall and just fire an EQ right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what I'm saying, man. Manage the skill shots and only flash if it's like a checkmate flash. Like, you know, the instant you flash, they're gone. Because that's the key, like with poke champs. And that's something that I want to ingrain in your mind. I know it works out here and you get the double kill or whatever, but you do die, which I don't think you had to die. You could have, like, kept your flash. Which I think is huge.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's all. But yeah, that's one thing too, is like poke champs, man, just let them hang themselves. Like let the opponent hang themselves. When they're on the run, let them use their gap close. And while you're chasing them, think about where they're gonna be going. Like, don't think I gotta damage. Think, how can I do the most damage and be sure that the damage is gonna hit? Because I guarantee you, when that Lucian goes over the wall, there's only one place he's going to want to go, and that's, like, towards his turret. So you could have very comfortably just been like, and EQ. And probably hit him. So, I like the build. That's the best way to build Jayce, in my opinion. It's 40% CDR is, like, it's just so good. Let's look at Shen. Shen is... level 9 as well with just a challenging smite. Alright, so here's how we decide whether or not we want to kill this guy. Based off items, it's a pretty disrespectful build. That's the first thing I think. Because he's not really building tanky at all. He doesn't have flash. And he doesn't have a lot of money. So he's got 2 kills, 3 deaths, 60 CS. So I look at it and I say, wow, my gold lead is massive. I have 20 CS more than him, and I have 3 kills more than him, and I don't feel like he's got any items. He's got Cinder Hulk, and that's it. So, how do you decide to go in? Well, basically what I look for, fuck, I jump in on that motherfucker immediately.
As soon as that level 10 hit?
Yeah, it's like a snap, dude. Like, these are all, what I'm giving you is all the considerations that I make before I decide to aggress. First thing is level advantage. Then I look, oh yeah, off of money alone. Yeah. Other thing, Aurelia just walked over a ward. So we know Aurelia's not there. We have vision of LeBlanc, so we know LeBlanc's not roaming. And we know bot lane is very, I mean, sometimes, it happened to me today, AD carry, like, roam top and it, like, screwed me over. You never have to worry about that. Like, very rarely do you worry about, you know, the supports roaming or the bot lane roaming, and I'm pretty sure you could have actually seen that they were down there just a second ago. So, yeah. And then once I ding 10, dude, I am on that guy like fucking glue until I have any reason to be scared. Like, we know where Aurelia is. We know where LeBlanc is. The minute you see her disappear into the minimap, you just turn around.
Okay.
You just walk backwards. But yeah, I would be like fucking EQ, jump on his head, smack him towards the minions, and just start battling in that spot.
Okay.
And that, you know, you want to learn how to get more ahead. Like, that would be the time where I just go nuts. Because, yeah, it sucks when you aggress and you get ganked, but you know you're not getting ganked here. Because Shen is kind of baity in that regard. But yeah, I would be popping him with the EQ. One thing to note, this is good here that you're finally aggressing him. Oh, dude, always knock him backwards in those spots. So, like, let's play that forward.
I think I was just going for, like, a trade.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's more damage, regardless. You literally walk in front of him. He burned his taunt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he burn it? Let me watch it again. No, he didn't burn it. He didn't burn it. But either way, you can make him burn it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like, what are you afraid of? You're a level ahead. Like, what's he gonna do? He doesn't have ignite. He's a tank. Like, you can always leave. Like, you can always run away. That's just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Alright, so, you could have seen him teleport. I noticed him teleporting.
This is where I'm looking for.
Yeah. No. I don't like the follow. I'll show you why.
Okay.
Remember what I harp on the stream about levels being the most important thing. If you can get away... The other thing is Jayce pushed down turrets so fucking fast, man.
Yeah.
And so anytime that I'm given an opportunity to push turrets... Alright. Pause. Let's look at this fight for a second. What are we looking to accomplish here? We have Shen. We have a LeBlanc. Pretty deceptive champ. I think that's the clone. LeBlanc's dead. So we have 2 people dead. Off strict quick head math, I would say, yeah, this fight's already won.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do when I'm, like, deciding whether or not to teleport, is if I don't see a massive, like, double kill flank opportunity, I pretty much don't teleport anymore.
Okay.
And I just push the lane. And the other thing is, Shen's giving you, like, he's basically saying, if you push top right now, I'm going to have to teleport back to top. Or if I don't have teleport, you're going to take the turret. And then you could just get his teleport, you know, take golems and then back, and then you're probably, like, a level and a half ahead of him. Which I think, like I said, top lane, dude, keeping levels is so big. Like, these guys will try to play Shen and, like, cheese and get these, like, funky little, like, baits off, but it's more about, like, you carrying and you getting the levels. So let's follow this up. All right, so we get you teleporting in. Hit a nice little EQ. Looks like it just misses actually. That's okay. And now you're down here.
So
do you think that you really helped? Do you think you really helped with that double kill?
Not really. They got it without me. I mean, I got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten it without you. And then guess what? You would be on the top turret right now, just like chunking it with the W.
Yeah.
And guess what else? You're going down to help take the turret, and that's all well and good. That turret's gone. You can back.
Okay.
I know it sounds really greedy, and it is. But your team is not thinking like you, okay? Your job, when you, like, this is why, like, I fucking toot my own horn with coaching lessons, alright? These spots, your team is going to take that turret. See that? No one is going to stop you from taking it. No one's going to defend it. No one's going to do anything. No dragons up. Nothing's there. Either go into mid, push it, back, buy some shit, go into the wolves, take them. This is a spot where that, no matter what happens, brother, that turret's gone.
Alright.
And your team is not going to go, Jayce is backing, let's all back. They're going to take the turret. Because that's just, you know, that's like a common sense move. Basically, you're not only exploiting your opponent's tendencies, but you're using your teammates. You know what they're going to do. You got to use that to your advantage as well and get more ahead. Turret's going down no matter what. You go to wolves, you go into mid, you back, go top, whatever. But it's more about pushing, how can I take this that we've created and make more out of it?
Okay.
But I bet, yeah, you go down and take turret.
I think we push to the next one.
Okay, I don't know if I like this too much, but it should be okay. It's just weird because, like, they should be around and, like, defending or something, but I guess their respawn time is that high. But even still, if they decided to push, same argument applies. You could have taken wolves, walked over and taken turret. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have EQ'd mid, walked over and take turret. Nothing changed. Because you got 40% CDR. Jayce is very, very mobile at this point in the game. That's what he does well. Oh shit, lost you there. And you've been able to watch this on Skype the whole time?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's good.
Excellent, excellent. Alright, cool. You open with the EQ, the back line. That's good. Jayce still level 9. You're jumping in. Auto. Smack him away. There. It's fine. You don't have vision of Aurelia, technically. So
That's what I was afraid of, and I was afraid of walking into the minions and taking free damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
I missed that.
If you hit that, I would be tempted to go in on him. Just because I think at this stage I'm so ahead. I guess you're not that far ahead. And remember, ooh, where did we go? Where are we? Oh, okay.
Back bot.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on this side.
It's alright.
I get excited about this, dude. I start clicking. Alright, so you're running down to help. Brand's dead. Brand's dead, and you see 4.
Yeah, it's a bad fight to go in on right now.
Yeah, just go top. Just go top. Like, I don't know why they're running away so fast.
Yeah, we catch out Lucian.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Lucian, because, like, I don't know why they all ran away. Like, it was a very strange disengage, you know?
Yeah.
I guess they, I don't know, I guess they figured that you guys do win, but that was going to be my point, was that you don't need to be there to defend. Like, you got, alright, we're looking at, what? We got Fed Graves, Fed Aatrox, Thresh that hasn't died yet. Just go top and push top. I think you have a tendency to you really want to help your team. And I got you. Like, I understand. Like, that's a good non-asshole-ish way to view the game. And I'm kind of an asshole, but the addition to that is that I'm an asshole that gets like 2 or 3 levels ahead and like shits on the room of like diamond players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the difference, man. Is those little decisions. Like, I want you thinking like, I want more levels and more farm anytime that it makes sense.
Okay.
Now, if you look down here and you see like a bunch of low people, they weren't low. Lucian's just dumb. Like, Lucian's just on the turret by himself. Once his team backs off, he should have backed off. You can't confidently know that when you roam, you're going to pick off those kills. 5v4. It was a 5v4, essentially. So once you see 4 people there, what's a safer bet is you just getting all this farm all the way to the turret. Same concept as before, maybe forcing a Shen TP, because we want to force whatever we can from our opponent.
Okay.
Then once you force that TP, then you can start looking around the map for shit. You can go into the jungle. You can ward into the jungle. You can do a flank down the back side when you have like a level or 2 of an advantage. And then if Shen wants to follow, he's probably going to miss a minion wave or 2 because he won't be able to TP back top.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like what's happening is you're not shoving the lane all the way in, and then you want to roam and you want to help. Same thing with the teleport, where I said you could probably just push and then teleport. You want to drive home your level lead at top lane whenever it's presented to you. Some games, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that, but this is a game where Shen can't actually stop you from just pushing here.
Yeah. Usually when I play Aurelia, I play that greedy push top, and everyone tries to 1v1, I kill him.
Yeah. Same with Jayce. Also, the other note about that is Jayce got that buff with the Q.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So, you know, the faster you get to that max level, dude, that's damage. That's huge spikes of damage. The faster you max out your Q, that's huge damage. The faster you max out, you know, everything, your W. I was gonna say, I would have liked, I think, to go with W as a second max here, because you're facing a tank.
Yeah.
So you want to basically like EQ, run forward, turn on your W, pop him a couple times, then you can jump in if you want. That type of stuff. He's a tank. He's either going to run or he's not.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so let's continue. Now that I'm here, I really like you being here. You can siege like that. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Because you could just EQ, fling shots in, and then W the turret and shred turrets really quick. There, Aatrox made a good play baiting. Thresh is tanking for you, it's very nice. And then Graves gets Quadra. So this is all, yeah, this is excellent. I'm not going to harp on, like, you need to be pushing. Now that you're there, that's the right thing to do, is to just stay there and siege while you have mana. Now that you don't have mana, I would probably, yeah, I'd probably just back down.
Yeah.
And that's the right thing to do.
I decided to be funny.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Let's see what you build. How much gold? I can't see how much gold you had. You have enough for home guards. I probably would have finished home guards.
Okay.
I don't know if you go home guards. That might just be a me thing.
I like it. Yeah.
I would have done home guards first because your your mana is only at 296 right now, so that item's not even gonna be finished yet. Yeah, I would have liked just going home guards. Get you in lane faster. You need to be okay. This is big.
Yeah.
You need to be here.
Yep.
Let's back this up. That's a big mistake, actually. And I'm presenting it as a big mistake, so you, when you see it in your games in the future, you go, yeah,
Yeah.
Nisi said this is fucked up.
I think I was tunnel visioning there and wasn't looking top and was just looking for more team fights.
Yeah. Again, levels all day. All right, so let's start with the home guards buy. I think you should have bought home guards instead of finishing. I'm pretty sure you finished Mana Moon, right?
No, I think I finished Yomu's.
Okay, yeah, I would have liked home guards better. The reason why is because with home guards, you can get up to this wave before it gets to your turret, and then you can go back and buy your Ghost Blade.
Okay.
And it's extra mobility later in the game. Because the sooner you have home guards... So basically, I like pushing as Jayce, and then once I see people pushing into our base, I just home guards forward and just shit on them.
Okay.
And then I just go, okay, now get back. Go back to your home. I'm going to go back and get more levels. That's how... That's what I think you should have done. But that's a lot of money you're missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's free money and a lot of XP. A lot of XP means base stats from leveling.
Yeah.
So the base stats in terms of a gold amount, yeah, you missed like, I don't know, 2/3 of that wave.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I did see it though, which is good.
Yeah, you did eventually rotate. But yeah, you should have been heading there first. Huh. Okay. I mean, I don't mind it because whatever at this stage of the game. Like, you know, if you think that by teleporting you get inhib, I don't think it's that bad. But if you teleported, let's put it this way, I know you enough by now as a player to know that you just went, my team is there, so I'm teleporting.
Okay.
Whereas that's the difference right now between us, is that if I teleport into that spot, I'm literally thinking like, if I teleport here, what's gonna happen when I get these kills? If you... And then they, surrendered there on the end?
Yep.
Well, that is excellent. So yeah, let's look at this again while we have a moment. I know you well enough to know that when you teleported in, you went, my team's fighting, I want to fight with them. Mm-hmm. But I think what you need to start doing with your teleports is slowing it down a bit and go, what's gonna happen, like, when I teleport? Like, what's feasibly gonna happen? So, what am I gonna do? Like, what's the best case scenario here? We see LeBlanc, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get one kill that was already gotten. I'm not gonna stop Graves from dying. Like, he's probably gonna die. Or he might live. Whatever. It's over. This guy's dead. What's teleporting really gonna do that pushing isn't? Like, pushing is guaranteed. It is guaranteed money and XP. If your team desperately needs you and it looks like you're going to be able to clean up a huge fight if you go, then yes, teleport. If it looks like the fight's already said and done, or it's like kind of close and you can't really tell, fuck them. Push. Push. Right. Push, push, push. Get the levels. You, by getting the levels, and this is a huge part of this lesson that I've hammered home for you, by getting the levels, when the bigger, like, your teleport isn't going to change the outcome of this fight. I can just tell by looking at it. They're not near a turret, so their team is literally just going to run away a lot of the time. It's the other things I factor into the teleport. All right, Lucian's dead, so he's out of the picture. What am I going to be doing when I'm teleporting? Last hitting a LeBlanc when I could just be getting this turret and getting the gold. I'm going to last hit a LeBlanc, and then maybe kill like one more guy, and then this turret's going to be free anyways to these guys, and then I can pressure this turret.
Okay.
Because, like, if you don't teleport, you go here, that turret's gone. That turret's pretty low. And yes, I do look at this stuff in mid-game. I will look forward and go, how low is that turret? Like, how low is this? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is this low enough to where I could, like, tell... That's the type of shit I would be thinking about, to be honest, instead of teleporting there. I would look, if this turret's low, say this turret's at like 1/4, 1/5 health. I would literally go, I'm teleporting here then.
Okay, so just applying pressure elsewhere because the fight's already won.
Yeah.
Okay.
But think about, it's almost like, if you're, so here's another thing. So you have like a Shen, right? He's like level 10. You know that Shen's pretty much fucked. So, as long as you keep getting more levels, no one is going to be able to stop you. No one. If, however, you guys are about even level, I could see you justifying following him there.
Okay.
But in a solo queue environment, here's the difference between, like, as you go up, like, because I've played, like, Challenger 5 games and shit. You'll never get this kind of lead on a Challenger guy. You'll never get, like, 2 levels of an advantage on a Challenger guy. It's just not going to happen. The only time it might happen is, like, a lane swap scenario or something.
Okay.
He's gonna get his XP. He's gonna, like, farm golems and shit occasionally. He's gonna be right there with you the whole game, 40 minutes long. So when you're given the opportunity to get, like, 3-4 levels of an advantage over somebody, dude, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
Because that, in a long-term scenario, is gonna allow you to, you don't even have to think anymore. Like, when you have, like, 3 or 4 levels as Jayce, you literally go EQ, you're dead. Like, one of you is dead. Someone is fucking dead. Mm-hmm. Unless you guys just CCC me to the fucking ground. Like, somebody's dead. So, every time that you're given a game like this, where you have these, like, 2-level leads, dude, go take golems. Push this. Take the turret. Push into this. Then, when people try to challenge you, poke them. See if you can kill anybody. Then, see if you can flank. Like, that's how I view it. Because once people start leaving my lane all the time, I'm like, oh, fucking lovely. I can't wait to see how many levels I can get ahead of you because you decide you are, like, roam happy. Because you notice, this Shen is doing what I talked about. He's not really farming anymore.
Yeah.
He's doing that thing, like, it's like the lower elo thing where he's like, I'm just Shen and I just want to fight. It's the same type of dudes that when they pick Malphite, they do the same shit. They I cannot wait to do my stupid ult and be with my team. Like, I can't wait to be rock people and come from fucking back red and go, derp, ult. Like, that's what they wanted to do. But they don't understand, by doing that and relinquishing turrets and levels to you, you are going to be an unkillable machine that will solo carry a fucking game.
Okay.
Because the other key thing is you cannot rely on your teammates to always win these.
I think that's why I win my Aurelia games, is because I do that. I stay top, and I kill anyone who comes and tries to stop me.
Yes.
And I end up single-handedly carrying the game because I'll get, like, to inhib, and then their team is like, oh crap, we gotta stop this Aurelia, but they can't at this point.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Jayce. Jayce is a little bit more delicate than Aurelia in terms of how to play it, because I know you're a little scared. I can see the way you lane and shit. Like, you do want to poke as Jayce, I got it, and you do want to stay back, but once you start mounting a little HP lead and a little level lead, like, you need to get in and start auto. I'm going to fuck with you all game. And by doing that, where we're saying we're pushing turrets down, once you have, like, 2 or 3 levels in, you can really start applying pressure. Because anybody defending, you simply go, I walk to here, I W the turret, you want to aggress me, I knock you away. Mm-hmm. And they can't do anything about that because your base stats are too high. If they chase you too hard, your team's going to either push for you, like, or you're going to get, like, a double kill by yourself. Like, that's what I want you doing with Jayce.
Okay. I mean, this game is a bit fortunate of how well it went. Usually what'll happen, like, usually my standard gameplay is it'll get super behind in lane and I'll just feed and I have no idea what to do. But,
well,
like, if I'm playing Jayce or Aurelia, I stick with my routine.
Yeah, the first thing is it definitely starts with this.
Okay.
Because, like, dude, I see Ruby Crystal and no flash, I am fucking ready to just get, like, 10 kills.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those things, and it's not even just getting the kills, it's getting this guy so low that the Aurelia feels pressure to help him. That's what you want. Like, it's sometimes it's not even killing the guy that you want as a top lane. And I really, I appreciate top lane gameplays because I'm playing a lot of top this season. And, like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, you see when I go through and I'm like, you should have pushed and not teleported there. You should have pushed and not teleported there. You should have gone over here and got more farm at Wolves. Like, people don't understand. Top lane is a weird fucking lane when you compare it to this shit.
Yeah.
Because you have this unique opportunity to create a starve scenario where this guy gets so far behind, he can't do anything. It's like the only lane that really can happen that way. I mean, unless a mid laner just absolutely chokes and gets shit on, he pretty much is safe because he's got this turret so close to the other one. Yeah. But in top lane, it's like, dude, once you get a lead, you could sit right between the lane, and you could just be like, fuck you, I'm bigger than you. And then the jungler comes up, and you're like, fuck you, I'm bigger than you too. You could 2v1. Like, There's just so many things you can create, but you only create them if you are like, auto, go to the brush, auto, go to the brush, auto, go to the brush, all game, auto, go to the brush. Like, it's got to be constant. And so far, based off this replay, I feel like you're a little scared that you don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
But fuck messing up, because the only way you're going to learn how this aggression, like how to push your limits, is you got to kind of play like a cocky prick. Especially with Jayce, by the way. Jayce is one where I feel like the only way that he really functions well in carrying game... I love the audio. It's like the audio's all weirded out right now. I don't know if you can hear the audio or not.
No.
But it's so weird. It's just like Jayce and Shen like making grunting noises. But like there's like no auto attack sounds or anything. It's so strange. But basically what I'm saying is like Jayce is a very cocky champion because he has the disengage.
Yeah.
So in your mind you have to justify being aggressive. And the first thing I do is I go, okay, I can poke this guy and go to the brush and get away with it. I'm a level ahead. That means I'm gonna aggress him. I'm going to aggress him. I'm a level ahead. And you see your positioning. Your positioning isn't saying that to me. Your positioning is saying, I don't know why, but I'm not going to hit him.
Okay.
Then once he evens out with you, let's see, there he evens out. Play back a little bit, distance a little bit, distance a little bit. Oh, I hit an EQ. Now I'm going to go in and poke him. Huge minion wave. I can justify poking him right now. Huge minion wave. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how my brain works. I go, oh my god, I could jump on his... I'd probably flash, jump on him, knock him behind the minions, and kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always using for an excuse to be aggressive. But I'm also not stupid with it, right? I'm not dumb with it. I'm always thinking like, okay, he has a taunt. So I have to think about, okay, what happens when he taunts? Do I just die? I don't think I just die here if he taunts me.
Yeah.
Where's Aurelia? Well, I don't have a vision of Aurelia right now. So maybe once I get this ward here in Tribrush, and I notice you place the ward here, but it's like, I need to justify use of aggression more. So once I get this ward in Tribrush, I go, oh, now I can be up this guy's ass again. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
I'm going to auto him to the grave.
In between the tower and the river that the jungler's just going to come out and wreck me.
Yeah, well, don't be, like I said, don't be so scared of this gank so much at this stage. Because like I said, unless it's a gap close, you know it's Aurelia. The same holds true for like Maokai, for Pantheon, for Vi, for any of that. Most of their routes don't consist of going red and then going around up the river.
Okay.
If they go into the river and go up and catch you, well, you know, there's some ways you can work around that. And you'll see, like, you have the Tribrush rewarded. Once you see the guy come behind you, yeah, he might taunt you or whatever. You never know. You might be able to flash forward and go down try and shit like that. But the only way you're going to know your limits, and like I said, the instance where they come up river, in my opinion, that's like a 10% chance.
Okay.
So that's how you view it. It's like, mathematically, this is very rare that he's going to go down and around up to me.
Okay.
And most of the time, they'll show mid first.
Okay.
So, like, if he finishes red and he shows mid, and you have a ward here, well, you might want to back down. You know what I mean? Because you know that there's a good chance he might come down. But yeah, that's one of the things I want you to work on with Jayce specifically, because you're showing me a Jayce gameplay. I don't know your Aurelia gameplay at all, but I know that in general on Jayce it feels like you aren't looking for reasons to be aggro, which is what, especially like tanky lanes, I love an excuse to just go nuts. And the whole like fucking Ruby Crystal start was the original thing that got me on this tangent. That's like, I'm not going to be a farming lane with you. You're trying to cheat. You're trying to not spend your money on shit that helps keep you alive versus me. I'm a poke champ. You're trying to rush what? I think it was like Sunfire or something? Or that was the Cinderhulk. Same difference. Yeah. So he's trying to cut the corner on you. So either A, you're going to kill him, or B, he's going to fall behind like 15, 20 CS. If he's facing me, that's what would have happened.
Okay.
Because I either would have killed him or made him miss a fuck ton of CS with that build. Dude, I still can't get over this fucking sound. It's so funny. But yeah, cool. Do you think this was helpful?
Yeah, I think it really was. In terms of the laning and what to do, when to push, and when to go help the team and stuff.
Yeah, it is a really weird thing to understand, because like I said, I know people are like I want to help my team. And this was the other spot where it's like, I want to help my team. But no,
Yeah.
fuck my team. We've already pushed the wave to the turret, and you can think ahead a little bit, by the way.
Mhm.
You know he has to TP, right? Like, even if you don't even hit the turret, he has to
Yeah.
teleport.
Because he wants those minions.
Yeah, he has to want them. So,
Yeah.
once you've pushed to the turret, it is pointless to hit it. Because he's going to burn TP. You got TP. You go back. Now you walk forward, and you keep your teleport.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Use
Yeah.
excuses to be greedy, and come up with excuses to be, like, aggro.
Okay.
In your mind. Like, that's how you view it. You go, oh, if I place a ward here, I could fuck with this guy. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have ignite. Fuck that guy. It was like, what's the other reasons? Oh, I'm always like, he has ruby crystal. Fuck that guy. Like, it's all just a chain of reasons to justify doing something that gets you more ahead. Same
Okay.
thing that I was saying down here. It was like the weird teleport situation where it was like, you want to teleport. Wait, I don't think this was the spot.
This is right before Lucian got caught out, or right after Lucian.
Yeah. It was like, I want to help my team. I want to be a part of this team fight. Whereas I'm thinking like, nah, me being there doesn't really change the outcome at all. Me being up here gets me more levels. Like,
Yeah.
if I look down though, and again, if I look down and I see a bunch of people like fucking 2 or 3 people with low HP, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to get this money real quick and win this fight for my team. But if I see a bunch of full health people and I'm not really sure they're gonna be stupid enough to get caught. Like, that Lucian was really dumb there. I think we could even back it up and see probably. Like, look at his positioning here.
Yeah.
It goes back to what I was saying about, like, assume your opponents are brilliant. Assume your opponents are smart enough, because this Lucian being an idiot on turret is not a guarantee. I assure you, as you go up, that will not happen very often. This, when there's 5 people, 4 people mid, this push to turret, that is a guaranteed advantage.
Yeah.
That is guaranteed money, that is guaranteed farm, and a guaranteed flank if these people get low. That you don't have to, that you have vision of this top lane the whole time. I just think, I think that those are the keys to this, like, to you on Jayce, like, improving. Because you do really want to help your team, and you do have a grasp of, like, poke, like, here, you're going to combo, and, that's good. You're sieging, that's good. Your position, you want to play defensive. I just want you to amp up the aggression a little bit, and use those, like, moments, like, talk yourself into aggression. Like, come up with ways to talk yourself into aggression, because it's very, very important as development. Like, when you start getting up like to like gold, wait, what's your elo? I didn't even ask.
I'm bronze 3.
Bronze 3. So
Yeah.
this is not bad for bronze 3 in my opinion. This is very, very good. This is a good starting point for you.
Because I've been playing since season 1 actually.
Oh, okay.
And every time I try to place, I get placed in bronze. No matter how good I do, it's weird. But when I'm in bronze, I don't know what happens. I feel like I'm always playing against people that are better than me.
Okay.
But, I started in bronze 2 last season, and then ended up in bronze 3 at the end of the season. Even getting up to bronze 1, getting demoted a bunch, and it's just annoying.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You need to get because I can see your confidence is a little shaken. The way we build that up is I just say, pick your Rebelia, pick your Jayce, play them in all roles.
Okay.
Literally. I don't
I've
care. Well, I guess jungle, maybe not.
I
But if
remember
it's a
back-
jungle support, maybe not. But fucking ADC, Jayce. I don't care.
I remember back in season 3 when Jayce was literally everywhere. He could go anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Basically, my point is obviously do similar to what I was doing with Tryndamere, where it's like
Yeah,
you're
you'll
gonna
play
push.
with
You're
John.
gonna push for top. You're gonna push for mid. You're gonna push for ADC probably on Jayce over like jungle. You probably shouldn't jungle Jayce. You probably shouldn't support Jayce because it just won't ever function. But I will say from experience that you need to get into the habit of just the ranked anxiety. You need to start thinking like, I want levels. I want to win. I want to beat everybody's ass.
Okay.
Like, I do not give a fuck. My team doesn't like mid Jayce, bot and ADC Jayce. I don't care, because I'm good enough to know the concepts. Like, I auto, I go to the brush. Like, you will learn your limits, but try to, because it's one of the weaker points players lower elo is that they want to like help their team and like be a part of the group of like other bronze players that are like doing weird bronze shit. I want you getting the levels and getting the monster, the huge leads.
Okay. Yeah, about that confidence being shaken. I introduced my friend group to the game, and all of those friends from that group are diamond right now.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's it's whatever, dude. And I don't think that I'm like attacking your mindset or anything. I've been playing fucking video games since I was like fucking 3, playing like Mario, and I've always been fucking super competitive. Like that's just what it is. Like some people don't have that natural.
Yeah.
That's part of the coaching thing. Is like I can look at your gameplay and go, no, like you will push when they give you an opportunity to push. If you see Ruby Crystal, you will say, fuck you, I'm going to challenge you. If you feed, who cares? Who gives a shit? Like, it's you will learn. You'll be like, okay, why did that go wrong? All right, maybe he taunted you in a turret or something. Think about it in advance. Go, I can be aggressive here. What's the result of me being aggressive here?
Okay.
If I aggress here and I don't have a ward here, will I die? Yes. All right. I need a ward here to aggress. Talk yourself into it.
Okay.
All right. I think that's good.
Yeah, that was really nice.
If you decide to go forward with a lesson, I want you to at least grind out. Like, give me like I don't know how often do you play, man?
I play every day.
All right. Well, here's what I want then. I want you to grind out like 20, 30 games, and then hit me back on like. You can just hit me back on Skype. Now you have my Skype.
All right.
Hit me back on Skype. Don't share my Skype because people are assholes.
Yeah, no problem.
But hit me back on Skype in like 20, 30 games or so, and let me know. Like, let me know what you're doing. Stick to Aurelia and Jayce for now.
Okay.
Just fucking stick to them. Like
I haven't lost as Aurelia yet, so.
Yeah, fucking stick to them. Don't even if it's mid. I don't care what mid's meta is. This is bronze. I don't care what jungle meta is. This is bronze. Like jungle Aurelia, mid Aurelia, top Jayce, bottom Jayce, support whatever the fuck you support. I don't know. But get used to carrying with those champions. You notice, like, you've seen my stream. Like, I play jungle Tryndamere, and I still do crazy shit. I do mid Tryndamere. I still do crazy shit. I obviously don't care about the meta, and I will do that same shit. I've been known to play Diamond 1 Mundo mid. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's about your knowledge of the champion. That's why there's that whole comfort champs thing, where they talk about comfort champs. Don't deviate. Stay on that track. Stay on that track for like 20 or 30 games, and then after that, hit me up, and you tell me after that you have not seen like improvement in your gameplay.
Okay.
All right, man?
Yeah.
All right, cool. This will go on YouTube. You guys, you enjoyed this. All you gotta do is go on twitch.tv/Nisi. Shout out to Dream, by the way, for doing this. I know it takes some courage to have your gameplay on display for all to see. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, please subscribe, and I will see you next time, all right? Peace, crackers.